Hey, you're on.
Hey, girls, hey.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Megan and
I'm Shelby.
with That's What She Said.
Sounded so
We have
dumb.
some guest people in the
Okay, so let me begin by saying this. Okay, I asked Megan to take her jacket off. She refused.
I love the floating.
True.
So
That's great.
that's how she's going tonight.
Yes. We have.
It's the invisibility cloak.
It is the invisibility cloak. I was getting ready to come tonight, and I almost picked a green shirt, and I was like, no.
Oh, that's
Bad Shelby.
I'm wearing green next week.
Producer owner man would kill me if I wore a shirt that blends
Yeah,
in for a
and then-
second week in a
And
row.
then you see what she does.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Because
you know,
he loves me.
it's fine. See, I still think you could go and play with the things and make it work, but it's
No,
fine,
don't.
whatever.
I
It's
could.
perfect. No, it's
fine.
perfect. It's perfect. love this jacket.
So yeah, we have not producer Tiffany today. We have the boss man back there,
Yeah.
producer man.
Who is Joe on Tuesday night?
Yes, on Tuesday
Yeah,
nights from 7 to 8, he goes by Joe,
I'm
and he
Joe.
is an
She goes
honorary
by Joe.
woman.
She goes by
She goes by Joe. And then we just also have a guest in the studio. His name's Xavier. I know you can't see him, but he's back there waving. He's going to be the DJ with HCT Media. So if you need that, let us know, and we'll get you set up. I keep looking over here because
I know because
I'm used to looking at the
Yeah.
monitor, not the camera.
So
It'll be
for-
fixed next week.
Okay.
So Jinx.
Jinx.
I said it first. Yeah. So for any media needs,
Yeah.
message any of us, and we'll at least get you
Yeah.
to the person you're supposed to be to.
Yeah.
So if we don't know the answer, we'll figure it out.
Yes. Also, if you would like to, sponsor us, that'd be pretty grand.
Yeah.
It's $250 a month for 3 shout-outs an episode?
Yeah, or if you're a business out there, I know that's a little steep, especially starting the new year. So we actually have a special going on where
Black
it's
Friday.
$75 a month for the entire year.
We need the claps there,
so
John.
you play.
There we go. Claps, claps. Oh, not the trombone.
Y'all can hear that?
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so it's a whole year contract. You'll sign a contract with us, and it's $75 a month. So y'all check out that deal.
$75 a month for the whole year?
Yeah. You just pay $75 a month each month.
And
That's a really good deal.
Yeah.
yeah, and we'll talk about whatever. So if you're like a coffee
Yeah.
shop, we might even have like a cup of
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you know, like, hey,
Right,
forget
yeah.
to go to this coffee shop, or like you bake cakes. Like, hey, don't
Yeah.
go get a cake
Right.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
Kind of
So,
like when we were doing the one that we were not very good at the last couple of weeks for Pro
we've
Clip
gotten-
Rentals.
Yeah.
All of your equipment rental needs. Yeah.
hey, you
Absolutely.
get an extra. Yeah.
Yep,
Pro
there you
Quick
go.
got An extra. There you go.
That'll be $5,
That'd
sir.
be $5.
Just kidding. Just kidding. You don't know us. So it has
We
been
put that one in for free.
it has been 2 weeks since we have been in the studio. We were enjoying our Christmas and New Year break. So how was your Christmas and New Year?
It was pretty good. I definitely needed the time off. I feel like I was kind
Yeah.
of productive the
Oh,
first
that's good.
week. And then the second week, I was gonna do all the things, and I was gonna
Yeah.
exercise, and I was gonna read, and I was gonna write, and I was gonna study. I did not, and and Miss Shelby came up with today's topic, and it's gonna segue pretty good into that
Yeah.
because I felt I felt guilty for being unproductive.
Felt guilty for being unproductive. Well, that does kind of bring us into tonight's topic, which we're going to kind of make a series. So this is just the introduction. It's going to be the umbrella of it. We're going to be talking about self-care. So if you have any self-care tips, ideas, tricks, whatever that you would like to share, let us know.
Especially like speedy self care because we
Yeah.
don't, like
Yeah.
we're so busy.
Yeah.
It's great if you can find like a 30-minute self care thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so one of the things, I have a whole list. Actually, before we get to that, producer
what's
man
that?
Joe,
Woman.
producer woman, did you
Yes.
have a chance to pull up the song I sent you earlier?
So I'm about to right now.
You're about to right now.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll do our things.
I mean, I'll just go ahead and tell you, it's called "Talk to Myself" by, is it by the Slaves? I think it's by the Slaves.
Yes.
And I found this song, believe it or not, on TikTok when I was having a really dark time
Look at yourself,
myself.
worrying about music licensing.
Apologize.
What you need is an artist.
Here we go.
There we go. Oh, so that's not quite right. Might want to fast forward a little bit.
I just called to what she knew and tell me, what kind of man am I supposed to be when the lines are razor blade made of faded? Is there really any hope for me if a simple conversation's complicated? I know everything I've ever done wrong. That kind of memory won't let me move on. Always bound
Coming up. Oh, you turned it off. That's okay.
to be some things that you ain't told me. I can never be ashamed of your homie. I wouldn't talk to a friend the way I talk to myself.
Okay.
That hits. Oh,
Yeah.
Ouch.
So, like, I was having a dark time, and I heard that song, and I would never talk to a friend the way I talk to myself.
Wow, that hurt.
And that got me thinking, like,
Rude.
I've been telling myself, like, I'm ugly, like, I'm yucky, I'm a potato, and I'm like, I would never sit here and tell, like, Megan she's a potato. So, I mean, maybe I would.
I'm a French fry.
I might tell you that. But, like, you know, we would know it's
Yeah, I would
with the
never.
understanding of being a joke, not, like, a seriousness. But that just kind of hit
I'm
with me,
salty.
and then that kind of led me into realizing I haven't been taking care of myself, and I need to practice some self-care and change how I talk to myself. So I have a whole list of things that I, no lie, just found on Google like 10 minutes ago. What is your favorite way to practice self-care?
Okay. We jumped into it without doing all the introductory stuff. I'm like, oh crap.
Oh, crap. Oh, well, it's
that's
fine.
That's fine. So I spent so I've been a mom for over 9 years, and I spent a good chunk of that 9 years. I'd say like nine out of 9 years. Taking care of my kids. And
Right.
I mean, like, who cares if I shower? Have they showered? Have they brushed their teeth? Have they
Right.
trimmed their nails? Do they have pretty... Oh, my God. I was going on, like, all these fancy websites ordering outfits and matching outfits while I'm wearing sweatpants from Goodwill.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until recently that I started taking care of myself. But some of the ways I like to have self-care is just having an hour to myself.
Mhm.
And, like, I'll ask my husband, like, could you just take the kids outside so I can take a nap?
Erin
Nap-
messaged
naps.
me, said, stop ignoring chat. Gosh. There's nothing in the chat, sir.
Stop ignoring chat.
Oh, maybe change from latest comments to all comments?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
I don't know.
Oh wait, hold on. No, that has to be it. Nope, that's not it. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, got it.
Joe Mama.
Joe Mama, hi.
Yo, mama.
Hi, Megan and Shelby. Hey.
Can I get your number?
Hey, girl, hey, in the yellow jacket.
The back of your head is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Spoon had move-ins with us even though he can't see us.
Gotta love Matt.
The song was way too loud. That is so dope, right? It's a great song. I will just blast that when I need the reminder to take care of myself. But you were saying you're
Oh, yeah, so it sounds simple, but a nap. Like, I'm not kidding. Or whenever my kids were little, if you have young kids, showering is an Olympic sport. Like,
true.
trying to get in the shower without all the kids trying to get in there with you, a kid crying, I need a snack. So just like, I would ask, my grandma would legit come over. When you have 3 kids under the age of, like, I don't know, it was like 6 at the time,
Maybe
or
that song
5.
again. I want to jam to it. Talk to myself by the Slaves.
But, like, if you have 3 kids under the age of, like, 5, I would call people over and be like, could you babysit my kids for an hour? And they're like, where are you going? I'm like, in the shower.
Yeah.
Like, I would legitimately have a babysitter just so I could take a shower.
Right. Kind of going on that a little bit. It's
Basic
also
human
an
needs.
Olympic sport to shower when you are depressed.
Oh, yes.
So, like, if you're depressed and you haven't showered, showering is a form of self-care.
Get
Yes, it's a
out of the
basic
bed,
human
yeah.
thing that everybody should, quote-unquote, be doing. But, like, when the brain's not working, doing the things,
When your brain
it's
says,
impossible
why does
to...
it matter anyway?
Yeah.
Like,
Why do I need to shower just to come back and lay in bed again?
right.
So, I mean, and that can kind of help. And then I found a tip that said, like, after you take your warm shower and, like, you get all clean and you're feeling a little better, blast cold water for, like, just a second or two because it will help kickstart your system.
I have a
And it will release
resistance to cold.
endorphins.
I'm sure that would work for you. That would draw me into a depression. But that's a good tip for...
I mean,
Some-
try it and see.
you
Try
can
it and see.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
And I mean, if you shower if you are not in a situation where you're having trouble getting in the shower, like, take a bubble bath. Get fancy with it. Put some essential oil stuff in there. Like, have your moment.
My water bill. My stress level has been a little high lately. So I will like take a bubble bath, and we have a garden tub, and then I'll take a shower to clean
Talk
myself.
to a friend. You're right, Aaron. Sorry.
Yeah, but I'll take a bubble bath for bubbliness,
Mhm.
and then I'll take a shower for cleanliness.
Yeah.
So our water bill's been probably kind of high, but that's a way that I relax.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it. So what about you? What is one of your...
Lately it has been just like, which I mean, I say carving, which isn't hard because it's just me and the husband, but making time for myself to do like Legos or play the video games that I want to play, not what he wants to do. Because
Putting yourself first.
yeah. Because I think for a long time I've put him first unintentionally, and he, like, we go through different seasons where he puts me first and I put him first.
Yeah.
But to
in a
be
marriage.
selfish and take care of me first, then I can take care of us.
That is very important in a marriage, though, because if you're just a slave to the other person,
Mhm.
then you're not a partner.
Right.
And so you need to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And, like, my husband's always been really supportive, and he'll be like, I'll keep the kids while you go out. And I'm like, I don't want to go out. And he's like, I'm trying to help you. Like,
Yeah.
I want you to succeed. Your partner should want you to succeed.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they would want you to be happy.
And I think it's really beautiful that Blake and I are coming into kind of that season of life because, I mean, we're still newlyweds and we didn't date for a really long time before we got married. So we've kind of just been all about each other all the time, like stuck to each other kind of thing. Like I
Yeah.
didn't want to do anything without him. He didn't want to do anything without me. But then we started arguing because he would want to go play tennis with his friends. I'm like, well, I don't want to go watch you play tennis tonight. Like, I want to hang out with you, not you and the guys.
Yeah, and it is so easy to lose yourself in a relationship
Mhm.
or in parenting because I think women are sort of told, maybe not told, but there's this like idea that you're supposed to lose yourself in parenting.
Yeah.
You're supposed to put your kids first. You're supposed to put your husband
Yeah.
first. But if you're constantly putting your kids first, that teaches them that when they have kids, that they basically need to just die and put their kids first.
Yeah.
So my oldest daughter Bella, she's just the first one that comes to mind. I want her to be happy, not just to raise kids.
Mhm.
So
Right.
like we need to be
Yeah.
our own person. I want to show my kids that I am also a human being.
Yeah.
But even in we do that as parents, but like even in relationships, in newlyweds,
Yeah.
you find yourself where like everything is about you. But
Yeah.
sometimes you just want to go out with the girls.
Yeah.
Not even just going out with the girls. Like, there's nothing wrong with going to, like, if Aaron wants to see Spider-Man and I want to watch another movie, there's no law that says we have to go and watch the same movie.
Mhm. Yeah.
There's no law at all. I can go to the movies if I want, anytime I want,
Right.
as long as it's in the budget.
Goodness. If your tank is empty, you cannot give anyone a ride. If you don't take care of yourself, you cannot help others. Self-care is the best way to help your friends and family. Yes, just like
Took
nail
me-
hammer. That was
it took
so
me
cheesy.
30 years to learn that. 30.
Yeah. I mean, it took me 27 and a half.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't say it took me about 28 years. So.
I'm 28. So
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
so
it
when
took
you
me about
turn
27 and a
28,
half.
Yeah.
And that's true. You know, and it's the age-old thing. You can't help somebody. You have to help yourself before you can help somebody else.
The oxygen mask.
Yeah.
And I hate that. And I hate when people would tell me that because, you know, they're like, sleep when the baby sleeps, do this when the baby. I'm like, okay, well, do I do laundry when the baby does laundry? But no, seriously, if you're in an airplane, the airplane's crashing, and you're putting the oxygen mask on 3 kids, you're going to pass out before you get to the 3rd kid.
Right.
So you have to put your oxygen mask on before you put everyone else's on. And that hurts. I'm
Yeah.
a helpful person.
Yeah.
I like to help.
Yeah.
And so that's hard. It's really hard. I got told today, I said I wasn't talking about work. I got told today, like, if your focus is this, stop trying to help everyone because this is your focus and this should be the other person's focus. And if everyone focuses on what they're supposed to focus on, the train will run smoothly.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. That's true. That is very true. I had a thought and it left me.
Choo choo.
The train is gone. I mean, the next thing on the list of...
I was going to bring up something.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
So, and I'd sort of mentioned that a second ago. So the first week that we were out for Christmas break, I was waking up at 5 and I was cleaning the house. And man, I went through the toys. I donated a bunch of toys. I did all these things. And then the second week, I was like, I'm going to study, I'm going to write, I'm going to work out, I'm going to read all these books. And I hardly left my bed. And I watched a lot of Netflix movies, and I was really catching up on that.
What'd you watch?
Well, I'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
But the important part was my husband kept saying, thank you, babe, by the way. He kept saying, being, like, not doing anything is being productive.
Yeah.
Ouch. I don't know if you know me. I'm a little bit type A sometimes.
Just sometimes and just a little bit.
That I don't like. When I wake up in the morning, I have a to-do list, and any time that I'm not doing something, even today was a teacher work day, and if I was standing there, I'm like, can I make a copy? Can I mop? Can I clean? I just don't want to get paid to stand here. It's not. It doesn't feel right. So they're like, yeah, go ahead and make this copy. You know, you can do this, and I don't like being unproductive. Yeah. But resting is productive, and I want to vomit saying that because I'm like, ugh. But yeah, resting, resting is being productive.
Yeah, and that's really true. Like we were talking about, resting is a form of self-care. Like you have to take care of yourself before you can do anything. Maybe your self-care is laying in bed all day for a week. Maybe it's laying in bed for a few hours. Maybe it's cleaning your house from top to bottom. Self-care isn't a one-size-fits-all. It's a whatever you need to help your heart and your noggin keep going.
I enjoy working out. That's self-care to me. Some people are like, no.
Nope, that's self-death.
That's self-death. So everyone does have a different way of self-care. Like, do you like to get your nails done?
My fingernails, no. My toes, yes.
Okay, I don't like to get my nails done. I don't. And that's self-care for a lot of women. Yeah. But that's not me. Yeah. Everyone has their own niche. Yeah. That's not happening.
Yeah. It happened again. I forgot where I was going. I
did too. I was going to carry on something. Notes.
I was looking at the comments.
The end, though.
Yes.
Oh, no, that doesn't segue right. But I'm going to bring this up in a minute.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just try to transition into that. So we're talking about self-care. I love, and when I say love, I mean loathe, when people say, "How are you doing?" And I did that to a coworker today.
I feel like that's written all over my face. Like, you don't need to ask me how I'm doing, just read the face.
We did that to a coworker this morning, and she walked in and smiled real big, and then she finally said, okay, well, not okay, but I will be okay. I just, it's been a morning. Yeah. But I really hate that because, like, what am I supposed to say?
Yeah. I actually had that written down on my notes on my phone as an idea to talk about how, like, anytime somebody says, like, hey, how's it going, or how have you been, things like that, our default natural go-to greeting without thinking is, good, how are you?
There's two responses. There's good, and women use this a lot more than men, mostly. Anyways, how are you doing? Good, I'm just tired. Yeah. And we use just tired. But tired can mean depressed. Tired can mean financially stressed out. Tired can be like I'm
physically
over my
exhausted.
Marriage. You can be like, I'm thinking about going through a divorce, but I don't want to say that, so I'm tired. Yeah. I'm tired. I'm tired of the kids. I'm tired of my marriage. Yeah. I'm tired of my job. I'm tired.
Tired doesn't just mean like I need some sleep.
But we use that a lot. How are you doing today? Tired.
I'm good. I'm making it. That's been my...
I'm making it, yeah.
I, at one point, was like, I'm no longer going to just default to good. So then I defaulted to I'm making it.
I do. I find myself sometimes because I really am sort of an open book. So sometimes people are like, how are you doing? And I'm like,
I'm here.
I mean, like... Yeah. I don't really know how to answer that question.
Yeah, like, I'm here physically. Mentally is to be determined. Like, I'm not sure where the noggin's at right now.
To be fair, sometimes I am just physically tired. If I just say tired, don't, like, say, like, oh, my God, are you okay?
Sometimes that's true.
Sometimes tired can mean that you're tired, that you're tired, that you're tired, that you're tired. Like, there's a million different ways of tired.
There's, so many different tireds.
And I even say that one. It says... you run the excuse of making it. Like when people ask you how you doing, I'm making it. Yeah, I do that one all the time.
I love that.
One of my favorite ones, until an old man in Walmart called me out on it, is when like somebody comes up to you and goes, "How you doing today?" "Oh, I'm blessed. I woke up today." Like that's one of my favorite ones because this old man looked at me and he goes, "Son, you'd be blessed if you didn't."
True.
Right. And I'm like,
I feel like I'd be more blessed if I didn't.
I'm like, he's like, cause then and I said, what do you mean? He's like, because then you'd be with Jesus.
Right.
And I'm like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Like, so But anyways, yeah, making it, that's one that just gets me. Like, because when people say they're making it, like, that tells me that they're trying their best, but something's still wrong.
Yeah.
Like they don't have the heart to lie to you and say
Yeah.
they're doing good, but they
Yeah.
also don't want to burden you.
Right.
Yes. And that's very much when I started using the I'm making it things. Like when I was trying to paint a tree, that's a whole story.
Was it a happy little tree?
Was it a what?
No,
Happy little tree?
No.
We talked about this.
No, we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
last
yeah,
show.
yeah. When you were
Yeah.
painting. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to paint the tree with
Yeah.
my car.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at your notes because I like that diagram. I just pulled the diagram. back
I
up.
would just say, like, I'm making it. Like,
Right.
I'm here. I'm not okay, but I'm here.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the words at the time to say I'm not okay.
Right.
Because,
That's a song.
and part of it was,
Next week.
MCR, yeah. I didn't work in an environment that
We
made
know
it
next
okay
week's song.
to not be okay. You had to be perfect, or it
Right.
felt like you had to be perfect. It didn't feel like you could have bad days. And so I didn't feel like I could honestly tell somebody, like, I'm not okay here, and I need some help.
Okay.
So in that instance, self-care was making the decision to resign from that position and finding a new job.
Right.
Which is sometimes like important.
Yeah. So I think the overall theme of the conversation tonight, and will probably be reiterated a few times, is that self-care does not look the same for everybody, and it is just what you need in that moment to help your heart be happy and your brain continue doing the things that it needs to do.
Yeah, some of the things that we saw this diagram. Some of the things that I really like is
We'll
learning
share
to
it.
say no, and setting boundaries
Yeah.
because you cannot. My husband and I have argued about this. He's like, you can't be all things to all people, and I'm like, but Paul in the Bible says that you need to be all things to all people, and I struggle really bad with finding that middle ground of yes, being all things for all people, but like. If you're like, I like the, I feel old, like butter spread on too much toast. Like, if I'm only so much butter and the toast is this big, like, I can't. You cannot. It's not physically possible to be
Right.
all things for all
Right.
people.
I like that you said saying no, but I want to add saying no without giving a reason for it.
Oh, yeah, because sometimes people are like, I want to do something. I'm like, oh, I have kids.
Yeah.
But I don't need, like, and
Yeah,
that's not even
you
the
don't have
answer
to.
sometimes. I
Yeah.
don't have to. No, why? I don't want to.
Yeah, just no. You want to come over for dinner? We're having a party for so-and-so. No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh,
No.
that's hard.
It is.
Because I feel like I have to have an excuse.
Me too. I feel like I have always had to explain why to make the no valid. Otherwise, they'll just be like, well, you're not busy. You can come do it. I'm like,
It's past my kid's bedtime. I can't find a babysitter. I'm tired. I'm
Yeah.
at work. Like,
if you say I have kids, it's past their bedtime and I can't find a babysitter, the person that's trying to get you to do something will stop. But if you're just saying no, they're going to keep at it. They're going to keep pressuring you until they get you to do what you want. Grumpy cat, no. Yeah, very much grumpy cat, no. So yeah, like that's going to be one of my goals this year. I know at some point we had talked about like our
goals.
our
Well,
goals
we can
and
do that
things.
at the end. I think
Okay.
if we do it at the end, it'll be fine. So
Okay.
we're good. We're on track.
I'm just going to kind of tag mine in here. One of my goals is to learn how to say no without giving a reason for it.
Yeah, see, I haven't heard that. I've heard it before, but it's been a long time because one of
Yeah.
mine was learning to say no, and I put that on. I made the New Year's resolution.
Oh,
thing.
see, I
put it
stopped
on the
doing those.
thing. Well, see, I do them like monthly. Once a year is not enough for me. I need to like self-evaluate
Yeah.
monthly.
I mean, I have like goals here and there, and I'm like, I would like to do this kind of thing. Or, like, this is where I would like to get eventually. But I don't think I've made a New Year's resolution in several years.
Yeah,
I can't remember the last time I did it.
I definitely made.
Because I would always fail it. Because I would always, like, as a kid or a
If
teenager,
you didn't
early
meet
college.
if you didn't
Yeah.
meet the standard, then you have failed.
Yeah.
Like, do this, and if you do not do this, then you have failed.
Yeah, teenager, early college, I would be like, I'm going to go to the gym and get fit. Okay, clearly nothing about me has ever been to the gym to get fit.
I'm very pro not making New Year's resolutions. I'm also very pro lists.
Yeah.
So it's just a thing. I like that we're opposite sometimes. We definitely meet in the middle sometimes.
We do. We
But
compromise.
you're not like a
Compromise is one of our
I
vocabulary
have to-
words.
I have to have a list, and
I like goals and things. I just don't like.
I'm a vision board type person.
Yeah, I'm so not. I don't have the energy for that.
Yeah.
No. Who has the time and energy and dedication to devote to that? Not me. Not me. Apparently Megan does.
Megan.
Or Megan finds it. I don't know.
Yeah, so we're gonna talk about some of the things that we want. What time is it?
Yeah.
First? Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, we're
We got
good.
plenty of time.
Well, anyways, okay. So I don't know if we've mentioned setting boundaries.
We've mentioned it as far as setting boundaries.
Yes, setting boundaries, but that can go with family. That can go with friends.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that can go with I'm gonna go deep and say that can go with yourself.
Yeah.
Like, not expecting.
Those are the most
so
important
much.
boundaries to set.
Yeah, because don't expect so much of yourself.
Yeah.
So, staying home. Staying home was on the list. I would like to add that can go with work too, and I'm not saying calling in all the time, but I'm just saying, like, if once a year, if you take a mental health day,
Yeah.
that's a sick day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying do that once a week. My God.
Yeah, no, definitely don't do that.
But
If you're needing it that often, like, perhaps we need to
Perhaps
explore
you do.
other
other
things.
but like 1 or 2 mental health days a year
Right.
is being productive.
Yes.
You laying in bed, like taking vitamins and watching
Resting.
a movie and taking a nap is good for you physically.
Yes.
Good for you physically
Yeah. And mentally.
and mentally. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe give notice to your job. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean,
Don't-
yeah, I definitely do that. But take your days as you need it and don't feel bad about it. I know that's hard to do, especially in our
because
our
if you
careers.
have a cold and you
but-
call in,
Yeah.
it's because you're sick. And if you have a mental health day and you call in, it's
Because your noggin's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your noggin is needing some rest.
Your
and-
brain is sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I like
yeah.
to call it my noggin.
Noggin. I know. I was like, that sounds better because now it sounds like brain.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Your noggin is also an
I talk
organ.
about my noggin as if it's like separate from me. It's kind of weird. But anyway,
My
yeah.
noggin needs to slow down.
What's next on you have a whole list of
Oh yeah,
things.
no, we've talked about most of them. I'm sort of checking. Okay, this is one we haven't talked about. So asking for what you need. Well, I was gonna say women are really bad about that. Men are really bad about that too. Y'all need. Oh, we don't have.
Noggin's a pocket.
Okay, we need another men's show where they do talk about how men don't ask for help as often as they need to. That needs to be a whole thing. Just one segment. I'm just saying. But okay,
He's nodding back there.
from the women's and I normally do like women against men. Men need a whole segment on how they need to ask for help because they are human beings too and they have feelings. I want to just quick disclaimer.
Super quick side note that goes with that. I saw a thing one time that said to communicate clearly is to be kind, and to communicate. It was basically to communicate clearly is to be kind. To communicate unclearly is to be unkind.
Okay.
Because you're taking the guesswork and work out of your communication with the other person if you're communicating clearly.
Yeah, I got that. That works.
But you're making it more difficult if you're not being clear in what you're saying.
Yeah. And I think we have talked about this sometimes because a lot of times what we need is to vent. And my husband, my poor husband, it took him, we've been married 11 years this Saturday.
Yay!
Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Wrong button. Sorry, Aaron.
Okay, so we've been together about 13 years, but married 11 years this Saturday. I think it took him 9 or 10 years of that to learn that sometimes we just need to vent.
Yeah.
And I'll be saying things like, what can I do? And
Emma
then
says hi. Hi, Emmy.
Hi, Emmy, baby, I love you.
I
You're
love
so
you too.
cute. Oh, I need to say something about her in just a second.
Okay.
But anyways, sometimes what we need is to vent, but sometimes we do need things, but we don't ask for those things.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's hard for us to say, you know, at the shower thing.
Yeah.
Babe, can you watch the kids for 30 minutes so I can take a shower. It just communicating clearly what you need. If you're at work, you know, hey, no offense, but you don't communicate very well. We need to do this better. Like, you need to sign in. You know, something at work or whatever, or with friends. Like, you can't call me after midnight. I like to sleep.
Yes.
Like, just asking for what you need and communicating is a form of self-care.
Yeah.
Like,
And that it'll feel stressful and
Awkward.
icky in the moment.
And awkward.
Especially because I'm an introvert and anxious and just I don't people very well, and especially if I think it's going to be a conflict,
I don't like telling people things.
I will just like avoid the whole situation and person until I feel like the conflict is over, and then we'll come back to it. But doing it that way creates more turmoil in me because I'm sitting there thinking, like, does she feel this way about me? Am I overreacting? I'm probably overreacting because my brain's being stupid and things like that. But if we had just communicated clearly in the first place and been like, back it up here. This is what I'm saying, and this is what I need. What are your thoughts? Or something like that. Mm-hmm. Then it takes away that I'm going to avoid this person and possible conflict, icky feeling
And
on the
drama.
inside. Yeah.
Just communicate, guys.
Yeah.
But even in a marriage, just clearly saying, this is what I expect of you. Because I've seen so many marriages fall, and they get divorced, they separate, because there's no communication. And just saying, hey, I can't cook dinner every night, or you know, can you cook dinners once a week while I do this, or you know, I need you to take out the trash, or you know, like like
Emma's poop says hi as well. Apparently,
oh, did she poop again? Poor baby. Anyways,
one thing I have discovered lately that works for my husband and I, and because he likes to Sports Center sometimes, and he'll just, like, answer without really paying attention. And he'll get mad at me about something, or I'll ask something, and he'll immediately say no or go off on something else. And I'm like, I'm telling you what I need to help me in this moment, and you aren't listening to it.
yeah.
And he'll kind of, So communicating, even though I thought I was communicating what I needed, by telling him point blank, this is what I need, helps the whole situation kind of smooth on over and work out.
And knowing each other's love language. So me and my husband both have anxiety. So when he gets anxious, his love language is touch.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to, I'm gonna touch you.
It's okay.
Yeah. So he needs, you know, like, hey, are you okay? Do you need anything? Like, maybe like kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, your hair. Do you need a back massage?
Mm-hmm.
His love language is touch. If I get anxious, I'm a very large bubble. Do not touch me.
Mm-hmm.
And we've kind of learned each other's love language by clearly just saying what we need from each other. He came to me one time and he goes, I'm not feeling loved enough. I need more touch. And it just small things, you know, just like, hey babe, hope you have a good day.
Yeah.
And like that means a lot to him. And I have certain things where I'm like, I need you to listen more. I need space. I'm the opposite of him. When I get anxious, I need space.
Yeah.
So if I start to get kind of anxious, he can kind of like grab the kids and be like, hey, let's go outside for a minute, shoot some hoop. Give mom a minute. Whereas, you know, he's the opposite. So knowing each other's love language and being able to ask for what you need. You know, I'm going to go there. Even intimately.
Yes.
I am. Do not be ashamed to ask.
Yeah.
For like, communication is key in every aspect of your relationship, even in that aspect.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I'm going to go with that.
And you
But
have to
I'm
know,
saying,
like, your partner, because, like, one
don't be embarrassed.
of our arguments has been
I wonder if he's going to say anything
with
about
all
what I
of
just said.
the things I'm on, like, my brain just says no all of the time. So I will not realize how long things have been.
That, yeah, me too. And for the same reason.
And I love him, but he will not. It takes a while before he point blank tells me, like, this is exactly what I need you to do right now.
Oh, he doesn't do that daily?
Well, he no, not really.
Anyways, oh well.
After
But
dark.
yeah, but for, just as far as I'm going to go with that, it might feel awkward, but don't be afraid to communicate what you need in all aspects of your relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one thing that we're learning together as we're navigating this new territory for us.
Really wedding. In February, I want to have a single person and us do like a panel,
Yes.
like a fun game night
Yes.
of like
Who do we know
questions
who's single?
of Tiffany.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Or we can find someone else if she's
Yeah.
not comfortable.
Yeah.
But so like a newly wed and
Yeah.
maybe just someone who's dating. We can do like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
And then someone who's been married for hella long years.
So if you want to be on the show in February, let us know.
Yeah, I think that'd be super fun. We can play
Yeah.
some games.
Yeah.
And
That would be so fun. And I think we should open it up, too, to not just women.
not just women. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
We should do couples.
Yeah.
We could do multiple segments.
Yeah.
Though, because we can do like the whole month of February.
Yeah, the whole month of February. We could do, like, one episode being, like, the single people have a guy and a girl that are single.
Yeah, Aaron and I can definitely do some marriage advice because we've been married for
Yeah.
a while.
Count me out on that one. Where are we at?
And we have definitely gone through our ups and downs. I'll even put out there that there was a time where I was like, we are just roommates. We are just roommates.
I volunteer as tribute!
We have definitely overcome that.
Yes.
we are more than just roommates.
Yeah.
In fact, we were hanging out earlier today, and someone was like, "Oh my God, y'all are adorably, just disgustingly cute." So
I was on the phone. We have a friend that we play some online games with, and he lives in Canada. And we were on the phone with him going through Target one day, and like Blake and I were both talking to him. And he just stops and goes, "Oh my God, y'all are disgustingly cute. If y'all don't work out, like I quit. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like if y'all can't do it, there's no hope for me."
yeah, because a marriage is a long. You're gonna have ups and downs, and sometimes those downs are for a year or 2, and like you're like, and when you get to where it's been that long, and like y'all are not getting along, people are like, "Oh, time for divorce." It's the whole hills and valleys thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be another hill later.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I've seen other marriages where they've gone and then they've worked it out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah. I mean, there's one.
I'm not saying you should always work it out. There are
Right.
obviously times
Right.
where you need to break
Yeah.
away from toxicness.
Yeah. Just don't jump into breaking away without some thought and
Yes. So as
several
we're talking-
conversations on it.
Yeah, as we're talking about self-care, there's a time to put yourself first. There's a time to obviously try to work things out. And
Right.
then there's a time to put yourself first.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't just be because, like, wow, I've gotten really hot and you haven't, and I revolving. Like,
Yeah.
That's not
It's kind of like what I was talking about with my job. For me, in that moment, self-care was resigning. So if your situation's bad enough, long enough, self-care is going to be leaving the partner if that's what's causing your mental anguish. Did I phrase that well?
No, you did, yeah.
Okay.
And then, and I'm like, I'm not going to talk about work. Okay. Since I do work in a group setting where I'm an aide, so we have multiple people, we often have sort of cues where we have like tap out. And I
Yeah.
love that. I love my job so dearly, and I love that it's kind of a family thing. And we fight and bicker, so it's kind of funny. But we care about each other. So we have moments where it's like you can tell, we all have our own, like one of them does like this, and one of them's like starts twitching, where we need to tap out, and we like pay attention, and we're like, hey, can you maybe run
Yeah.
an errand for me? Here, I'll sit here and do this.
Right.
Like I'll do math with this person.
Yeah.
Could you go run an errand for
Yeah.
me? And we try. I mean, we don't always notice, but we try to tap out and
Yeah.
ask for that self help,
Yeah.
which is hard.
That's one thing I've started. I've kind of always done when we have the little guy with us, especially during like our longer visits when I've had him by myself all day and I just can't handle another single solitary question for a moment.
Tapping out.
I will-
I'm
I'm-
going to add that.
Tapped out.
Tap out.
I'm done. Bath duty is on you. I'm going to bed. Tap out.
That's okay. Yeah.
So I guess
love
more.
that.
It's really more of a
In
clap out,
jobs
but-
and families, there should be a tap out
yeah.
thing where So
And he doesn't. Husband doesn't always jump and agree with it. Sometimes he's like, "What? No!" Like, but it's bedtime. It's bath time. The little guy's getting about that age. Like, I don't need to be doing that anymore. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna watch a show. I'm gonna scroll TikTok. I'm gonna blanket burrito it up. May or may not be awake when you come in there. So good night. I love you. Have a kiss
yeah.
and a hug. Good night, little guy.
I'm going to shout out to stay-at-home moms again, because I was a stay-at-home mom for like 8 years, and that was one of the hardest times of my life because there is no tap out. Do you want to poop? Huh. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, so my kids got hoverboards and scooters and a basketball thing for the front yard. We have sidewalks. We told our kids, which really gave me some anxiety, you can play out front for a few minutes. Like, mommy's got to go do something, and daddy was doing something. I was like, I'm going to try straw for a few minutes out in the front yard. Back in the 90s, you could leave your kids out for 12 hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to try straw. I'm going to put, like, a pizza in the oven. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
How long can that take? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, my oldest, and I told my oldest, you watch them, they know the rules, but, she comes in, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm tired, I'm coming in. And what about the other two? She goes, well, I really needed to poop. Okay, well, when you're in charge of little people, you don't poop.
Yeah.
Or, you have to say, Mom, I need to poop. And I'm like, forget the pizza. I'll come,
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a tap out system there.
Right.
Welcome to babysitting.
Yeah.
And she babysat today. Okay,
Aw.
there was an adult present who does not do diapers. So, my kids were not home alone. There was an adult present, and they don't do diapers. So my daughter chose that 1 hour that we were gone to poop. And when I walk in the door, my oldest daughter, who just turned 9, goes, oh my God, she pooped while we were gone, and I had to change it. Oh my God, I'm never doing that again. She used a whole thing of wipes. And I wanted to be mad at her, but it was just so funny. And she goes, I never, I almost threw up. And I was like, it was Bella.
One of the last times I changed our little guy.
And yeah. So Aaron, while I'm putting the pizza in the oven, Aaron has his. We have it on our phone where you can watch the kids from the front. So they were never alone.
Right.
But still, I wanted.
Also, you live in a safe neighborhood.
I do live in a safe neighborhood.
That nobody goes through there unless they live there.
Yeah.
It's not like a cut through.
So
you're
I'm
not going through there unless you have a reason to
I'm
be there.
even telling my kids you're out here alone. So here's the rules. We have a large window. I'm staring at them. Aaron was like, I don't know. I think he was pooping. I'm just going to say, I think you were pooping. And he had his phone and he was watching them. And we can even talk to them. Like, someone starts going near the road. You can be like, hey, stop going near the road. So we're never alone. But anyways, I'm like, if you're ever going to be alone with your younger siblings, you have to realize that you can't poop.
Yeah.
It's not a thing you can do.
No, not allowed. Not allowed.
So shout out to moms, stay-at-home moms, because there is no tap out.
Yeah.
Or
just single parents. Too.
Yeah. Do you need to go to the doctor? You're going to bring your kids.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I binged. Oh my God. Maid. Have you seen Maid?
No.
Watch it. And I'm not going to give any spoilers.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but it has a lot to do with the government and the systems and how corrupt they are. And someone who left a toxic relationship in the middle of the night with a toddler and the clothes on their back, trying to make it work, but you can't get a job without a residence. You can't have a residence without a job. You can't have a car without. And as soon as she would start to, I cried so hard. But as soon as she would start to make it, something would happen, and She had a job interview, and she's like, can I bring my 2-year-old daughter? And
it's a limited series, and there's only 10 episodes.
It's
okay.
amazing. Yeah.
I have to prepare myself, or I'll be really mad about it later.
Yeah. So she's like, can I bring my daughter? They're to the interview? No.
That show makes my head hurt. Maid does?
Why? It was beautiful. Oh, really it was. But so I can't go to the job interview without, and then she was a stay-at-home mom, so do you have any experience? No, because I've been providing for my child for her entire life.
Right.
And they're like, well, why don't you have any job experience? Because I've been doing this. Well, why do you need a job now? Well, because now it's just the two of us on the street, in a tent.
Right.
Well, yeah. And so, anyways, it was kind of beautiful, but it does go with the whole single parent thing. Because if you have 2 parents, I can very easily tell my husband, I'm tapping out. I'm gonna go take a shower. But if you're a single parent, you don't get to tap out to take a shower.
Right.
You have to be like, hey, I'm showering. The door's open. You need to be in the room right next to me so I can hear you.
Mm-hmm. And you shower super fast.
Yeah, and then even when if you have a newborn, when you're showering, even if they're not crying, there's a thing, and I forgot what it's called. It's a phantom cry. I don't think you've been around newborns as much.
Yeah.
But when you're showering,
You think they're crying.
hear
Yeah.
that baby cry, even if that baby's not crying. Because I used to have a little bassinet that I would put by the shower, and I would leave the shower curtain open and kind of like put
Turn
the
the- yeah.
faucet so like I would barely be in the water at all. And then like I would be staring at the child who's sleeping, and I would hear them cry.
Interesting.
It's like a phantom thing because you just hear it so often.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get like 2-minute showers. And, like,
Yeah.
just wipe your armpits. It's a bad season.
Yeah. I'm going to go through rest of this list really quick.
Okay, yeah.
Just to get some more topics out there. One thing that I really liked on the list I read said to get rid of like the cookie jar and the sweets and things and get a fruit bowl or a vegetable bowl, whatever you're into, so that you're more likely to grab a healthy snack that will actually help your body instead of, all the sugary stuff that's going to make you feel really good for about 5 minutes and then it's going to make you feel like absolute garbage again.
Meal prepping is key.
Yes.
That's a whole other segment.
Yeah, whole other segment. Spend like 20 minutes clearing out some clutter, cleaning up a space, doing the dishes.
Feels so good.
It does. I hate doing it in the moment,
But
and
it
I
feels good after
will
you've done
yell and scream, and I'd complain about it the whole time, and then I'll look around the area and be like, "Oh, it feels good in here.
Yeah,
I'm excited to be in this room again." Take a quick walk around the block. Get some sunshine. It'll help boost your concentration and energy. It'll get you moving.
And you get rid of the sad. We talked
Yeah.
about sad, the
Yeah.
seasonal depression because of the lack of sunshine.
Yeah.
Get you some vitamin D.
One thing I learned from
He's going to say something inappropriate. Here it comes.
one thing my counselor told me about one week is progressive muscle relaxation videos. I was mad in the session when she told me about it because it was the one I clicked and just kind of randomly scrolled to said like put your hands together and like push as hard as you can for however long it was. I was like, this feels stupid. Like,
But when you release the tension, yeah.
I was like, I still feel dumb, Leah. Like, I don't feel any better here. But when I did the whole video that night after Blake made fun of me, I felt a lot better.
Okay.
Because you have to, like, go through all of the muscles
Yeah.
to really
I've done
release
that.
it.
I did that in yoga. I really liked it.
I started doing it with one of my classes, and they ask for it every day now.
You bringing up like stress relieving things that calm you. I like Mozart. I also, before I go to sleep, sometimes to calm myself, I watch an episode of Criminal Minds. Okay, now before everyone thinks I'm a psychopath, I have a crush on Spencer, but it is scientifically proven that people, especially with anxiety, like to watch things that they have previously watched because they know the ending and
Yes.
it doesn't give them anxiety.
That's
So
why
I like
we
doing
watch
that.
Harry Potter so much.
Yeah, I watch
And
Harry
Grey's
Potter.
Anatomy.
Yeah, I used to watch Harry Potter before going to bed. Sometimes I spice it up with Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. I love me some Spencer Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But find you. You find
Yeah.
you, like, whatever.
Find your thing.
Music, books, audiobooks, yoga.
I know a lot of people that have watched The Office 500 million, thousand, billion times.
And it's calming to them because
Producer owner Joe. Wow. My brain stopped
I
on
love
all
it.
that.
Hey, did you record that? Could we, like,
Yes.
could we make that
A sound bit.
a sound bit?
We're gonna have to get that for TikTok.
That's becoming a clip, and the fact that you just said I used to watch Harry Potter, but sometimes I like to spice it up with Criminal Minds. Like that's oh, man.
Where were we at? We talked about manicure, pedicure, following the videos. Opening, if you can't go for a walk because you have the big sads and it's just not happening, open your blinds and let the sunlight in while you're laying in bed or on
my
the couch.
husband does that. If I've been laying in bed for like 3 days, he'll go in and like open all the blinds. I'm like, he's like, it's time to get up. Like you've rested, you've been productive by resting. That now you're taking it too far, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah. I also have bought the light bulbs
yeah.
for
I need
the
those.
sunshine mimics things.
Is it helping?
Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. If I actually remember to turn on the light above my desk because it works now. But yeah. It hasn't worked. The first time Blake turned it on, it started to smoke, and good old landlord just fixed it.
That reminds me of something. I don't feel
Megan is the Harry Potter Spice Girl.
There is no Harry Potter Spice Girl.
Oh, there is, and it is you.
Spice up your life. tell you what I want. What I really, really want.
So tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
I want to really, really want to say, if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with me. That's actually really naughty. That's really naughty. Please don't get with my friends. Woo.
So next on the list, check out a new
gonna be a
podcast,
soundbite, too.
aka That's What She Said. It's like the Watson and Holmes scene where Watson opens the window
Yeah, it
on
is.
RDJ.
I know what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Haven't watched
Why
that.
am I so pale?
Good movie.
God, I hate Try not
Go to the
do
gym,
that.
or if you don't have a gym membership, just get your sweat on.
Pump
Like,
up the jam.
you
Pump
work it out.
up, pump it up.
And just so you're aware, I'm fairly certain, and I'm not sure of this, but I'm pretty sure what she's talking about is that you got to go talk to her friends, like to get with her. Yeah, like you know how like
yeah,
girls
you
in
gotta
high
have the friend
school.
approval.
Yeah, the friend approval.
Yeah.
I don't know how you were thinking about it, but
You gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever.
So speaking of getting with friends, the next idea is to plan a play date for yourself. So get some friends, go have coffee, go shopping, go to
I
the
need a
movie,
play date.
go sit on their couch. Just go chill with them. Go build Legos with them. I had a friend come over the other day. She was like, I'm feeling kind of lonely. I'm like, I really have to clean my house for my family to come over, but I'm building Legos. So.
I almost cried when you and Blake, we were doing a thing, and I was like, I might not go. I have to. Oh wait, no. Okay,
Oh,
I was invited somewhere, this media group Christmas
Yeah.
party.
yeah,
And I was like, I have so much to do, and I'm so tired, and I don't think I can go. She literally, this chick is like, me and my husband are on our way. What do you need us to do? Like, legit. And I was like, no. I just need some time alone. I'll get the house cleaned up, and I'll just put some dry shampoo in my hair, and I'll make it. But this chick is like, we're already on our way. What do you need us to do? And I'm like, I didn't even ask. I just said, I don't know if I'm coming tonight because I have so much to do.
yeah, see, I wasn't giving you an option.
Yeah.
I was going to make sure you got what you needed done and that you got to have fun.
She's like, I'll wrap presents. I don't care.
Yeah.
What do you need
Yeah.
done?
So yeah, so like plan a play date for yourself.
Guys, friends are important.
They are. They really, really are. I had a friend, the friend that she actually came over and we built some of my Legos.
What are you laughing at?
Stop it, Aaron!
What is he doing?
He's making comments that could be
Is
twisted
the-
around.
It's the thing.
So go learn something new. That's another self-care thing. Go learn something new.
I feel
I'm just
like
gonna
Aaron's
ignore
gonna
that.
Tell me what new thing I need to learn. Just seeing what Aaron says.
We're waiting.
No, he's gonna be.
So here's the thing.
So here's the thing.
Anyways,
Yes.
yes, they are.
Learn something new. You know, I don't know.
Write a book.
Write a book. Find a new hobby. Listen to a new podcast.
Not writing a book.
Make some
because
fancy
that causes
coffee.
More stress.
Yeah, make a fancy coffee at home. Make a fancy coffee at home. One of my favorite TikTokers, what is his name? I just forgot. He's the guy that like does the jump up onto the counter.
Oh,
And he's-
the coffee thing.
Yeah, and he's making his little coffees. Love it. I follow his little
That reminds me of the Halloween thing I did. Not just jumping around.
also sponsored.
So here's the thing.
Find an online support group.
Can we sponsor each other?
Take a step back. Give yourself a timeout and just say no.
Oh, did I say the timeout thing, or did I
So,
say I was gonna say?
Can
the
I tell
timeout
you
thing?
one of my
said you were
favorite
gonna
one
say
of my
it.
favorite things on TikToks? There's a girl, and she sings country music while she makes coffee,
Yes.
and she has a beautiful voice. But most of the time, I'm sitting there and I'm enthralled, and somebody's like, "Why are you watching her so much?" And I was like, "Well, she has a beautiful voice, but I want to know what kind of coffee she's making."
Right.
Like that's
Right.
Okay, Shelby said timeout, and I said before the show I was going to share this story. So I was at stay-at-home mom with kind of newborn, kind of toddler stage. It was Bella. I can't remember how old she was.
Yeah.
And And I'd studied to be a teacher, so all those cute things. I made, with my first child, with my third child, this didn't happen, but I made this corner where we had this baby gate, and it had, like, bean bags and blankets and soft toys, and I made these little posters that say, and they were so colorful, and it was like, safe zone where I lay and play, throw a fit, or sit, and we didn't do spankings or timeouts. We did safe zone. Like, go to the safe zone and calm your little tantrum. That's not what I say now, guys. I'm like,
I'm going to
that's not
beat
what
you.
I'm saying. Yeah, that's
Not how that works.
so that's not how that works now. But you know, Bella had that.
Yeah.
And so Erin came home one time and she was in her little safe zone, and he goes, "Oh no, what did she do? She's in timeout." I said, "She's on a timeout." I am like, I was
Right.
about to be bad, but seriously, taking time out is very important.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So when you were mentioning your safe zone thing, the only thing I could think about was Rugrats in their little playpen area.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I kept thinking
looked
about.
like. That's
That's exactly
But
what
it
looked
was
like.
a lot more colorful, and there were a lot more like
Yeah.
blankets and stuffed animals.
It wasn't as 90s colored.
It was very cute.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like when they.
So we have like 4 minutes left. So what are you looking forward to for this year, Megan?
Oh yeah, no, hold on, real fast. Aaron, he'll watch some questionable videos on TikTok that I'll look over and I'm like, what are you watching? And it's like, you know, people are like, oh, and it's like a steak. It's like, I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Okay, anyways, just put that out there.
Steak. So what are you
okay.
looking forward to this year?
Okay, so I will finish my book this year that I've written 4 times, but I will finish it this year. You have.
once again, I hit the wrong button. I'm getting. They're both green.
He has so much.
I'm gonna need the soundboard out here from now on.
Yeah.
I will finish my book this year. And
You need to finish your book. Yes.
I'm going to take my test and become a certified teacher
That was
this
the
year.
right button.
You're gonna be a certified teacher this year.
See,
Good.
those are goals, but it's what
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to because I know they're going to happen.
Yeah.
Even if I have to take the
I
test
like
5
that.
times. Even if I have to take the test 5 times.
I won't let you have to take the test 5 times. I got you.
Thank you. The books, woman.
Books.
The books
The books.
that you were going to give me for my test. And Miss Chauvin, you forgot to give me those books
So what had happened?
too. Oh, they're gone. They're in the
was-
trash. They're in the
See,
trash.
what-
No.
What had happened
You already
was.
gave them to somebody else.
There's a teacher on campus that is also taking her certification test, and I forgot.
If there's
was
anyone
giving them
who's
to her.
taking a teacher certification test, I would love all the free material.
I can look and see if I have any extra ones because I think I had 2.
Because I'm doing a lot of studying
I
online,
have a,
and I do better.
I didn't give her the sped one. Do you need that one?
No.
Remind me, and I'll send you links then.
I don't do. I've been doing a lot of links, and I do better with the paper copy.
Wow, Claude
Live
Shelby
4K
out on
TV.
live 4K TV.
Wow, my best
Yes,
friend.
you married
Yes.
her. You married her.
Who? What? Who? What? Do the book. What? What is?
Aaron said, "Wow, College Shelby out on live 4K TV."
Yeah.
Called me out.
That's gonna be a TikTok.
That's fine.
What, Shelby? What are you looking forward to? Giving people away things that you promised other people.
Listen, I don't remember who I
Screwing other
promised to
people
who
over?
first. But I do promise that I will send you the links. That helped me a lot too. I sure did. I'm proud of her. She is really great. You hit the jackpot. We love Megan. I
And
am
my
looking
awesome
forward to, I don't know, like just getting to know myself better.
Yeah, you said that last time. That's cute.
John!
I was told to.
Oh, hit the button.
Oh, that was just a really terrible timing.
I actually, when I hit 30, I got to know myself. I came into a style, and I got
Yeah.
to turn to like myself. And
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Hey, you're getting old," and I'm like,
Yeah, that's where I want to get to this year. That's
feel
my
like-
goal.
I always watched the movie, the 30 and Flirty. What was that? 13 going on 30.
Mhm.
And she always like wanted to be 30, and I'm like, oh my god, 30 is like close to death. Why would she want to be 30? I hit 30, and I'm like, I get it now. I get it now
Yeah.
because now you're sort of in your career. You kind of like you know yourself.
Yeah,
30's good.
yeah.
So you know how
30's
y'all.
not good, is what he's saying.
You know how y'all normally do like your fails of the week.
Yeah.
There is a button cheat sheet on this wall next to me.
And you're still going wah wah. I'm gonna
I
lose
just-
10
I just
pounds this
noticed it.
year. Wah 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 wah.
That's my bad, everybody.
Y'all, I'm never gonna finish this book ever.
Yeah.
Oh, JoJo.
Hey guys, I brought my own pen today.
She
I
did.
didn't. Good job. I didn't ask you what went right this week for you. Well, I guess like the last 2 weeks. since our
Do
last
you
show.
have something first so I can think for a second, and then we can end on that?
So I had my students doing their monthly online assessment thing, and I was able to do like rough draft versions of like 5 weeks of lesson plans. I just need to like go through with the final edits and type it.
All right.
I've had 2 weeks, Megan. 2 whole weeks.
I know, I just can't remember them. There was a lot of Netflix.
I mean, like Bella babysat for an hour and changed a diaper. You did something right to get your 9-year-old to do that.
Yeah, that was cute. Oh, no. I have it. I have the perfect one.
Perfect.
And we'll
The
end on
perfect
it.
one.
The perfect one. Well, I don't know. It could be better. So last night, I'm cuddling with my 3-year-old, trying to get her to sleep. I'm kind of talking to her, and I'm like, oh, what's your favorite color? She goes, pink, blue, purple. I'm like, what's your favorite movie? She goes, My Little Pony. And I'm just kind of asking her a lot of favorites, and we're sort of calming down, getting to the sleep. It's kind of like sleep routine. And I'm like, how do you spell Emma? And she goes, Emma, E-M-M-A. And then I'm like, I'm going to trick this. I'm like, maybe I am part Slytherin. I'm going to trick her. I'm going to trick her. How do you spell mom? And she goes, Mom, M-O-M, mom. And I'm like, all right, good night. 3.
Nice.
This is sort of a fail/win.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It works.
So, anyways, we're going to keep doing this series. Yeah, I know we're wrapping
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah, I mean, drop your comments, message us, all of the things. Let us know how you practice self-care, and maybe share a story or two, and we'll share it on the show throughout the series.
Yep, so we want to know how y'all self-care. Also sponsor us.
Yes, please. Please sponsor us. We like money. We like money. We would like to get paid.
Yeah.
We do this for fun, but it would be nice to get paid too. Yeah. So on that note, I'm
All right,
Shelby,
We'll see you next week. This is Megan.
and That's What She Said.